So if you think of all the people that you know, and I'm sure you know plenty, who are sitting at home and they say, "Oh, I'd love to be like you, Susie. Oh, but you know, I've got my 9 to 5, or I've got my partner. I can't get out of this relationship, or I just don't feel good about myself," and they just don't seem to be able to find that spark to have the spark to do something, the inspiration to be inspired.
I think we're all really the same type of people. We all have those thoughts that come into our head, like, oh, I don't want to do that today. But I guess, you know, you've got to think that, you know, anything's possible, and, you know, to think that, oh no, I wish I could be like that person, or, you know, you can be. I was never the fastest swimmer. You know, if I stayed in my sport, I would never have made it to the Olympics because I just wasn't fast enough. So I kind of had to think, okay, but you know, if I hang in there long enough, no one else will do what I'm doing. So really, I win. So, you know, you've got to think that if you love something, hang in there, and people would drop off, and you eventually get there. That's probably bad, but it's true though.
That's cool. Hey, you got there. That's the main thing. In fact, one of the important things that I'm learned from what you've just told me is that you do actually feel all of the same negatives that everybody else feels. You feel the letdowns, you feel the hurts, you feel the pain, you feel the sweat, you feel the blood, you feel. And yet the difference between you and the person who hasn't done anything is that you went, it's okay, I felt it, now I'm going to take another step.
Yeah, and I think because we've trained our mind as well to, you know, get over a lot of, you know, bad things that have happened in your life, that we can, you know, pick ourselves up much quicker than, say, the average person, because, you know, we have been down, we have felt pain, but we know that, you know, that's what I think anyway.
So you're telling me that the blood, sweat and tears you've been through in your training and in your sport has actually conditioned you to be more effective as a person in everyday life?
Yeah, I think so, definitely, in life, because, you know, losing my twin brother as well, and a lot of other things, relationships that haven't worked out, that, you know, you can feel exactly the same as everybody else out there. I just want to eat a tub of ice cream, I want to, like, veg out, and, you know, but I think because of my discipline in my swimming at such a young age, I've trained myself to, okay, let's work on yourself again quickly, and then get back out there. So yeah, I think that must have helped.
Yeah. And so what would you say to people out there who want to make a change, who want more from their life? What advice would you give?
I think for people out there that want to do something special and different, and yeah, changing their life, exactly what you're doing. I mean, you know, going away out of your comfort zone. You know, it's so easy to get in your comfort zone, and it's nice. But yeah, to get out of it though, that you really experience real life, I think. So yeah, just do it, and don't worry about what anyone says, or just don't tell anyone, and just I think you believe in yourself enough, then you can do it.
Okay, so what about the people who don't believe in themselves? Because a lot of people, you know what they're like.
Yes.
They just think, I can't do this. Or Susie, she can do this.
Yeah.
What do you say to people who are that down on themselves, which is a big proportion of society?
Yeah, that's right.
Is there, because you were like that at one stage,
Yes.
were you not?
Yeah, well, there's so many times where, you know, you get down, you get a bit depressed, and, you know, you need some motivation again to pick you up again. And I think that's when also, which helps, is there's a lot of, sometimes I read biographies about people like Monica Seles or Nelson Mandela that have, you know, gone through bad periods, but they've brought themselves up again, and, you know, through hard times. And I think, you know, you just think, you know, a lot of people are doing it a lot worse than you. So just think about what you have now and grab life. Like, life's so short that when you find happiness, just grab it.
So is that one of your, what you would call a tip? Read other people's biographies and pay attention to those around you, you know, whether it's on the news, etc., who you go, wow, they really are doing it tough.
Yes, I think so.
That's one of the things I do as well. Often I'll watch the news, not to see what's on the news, but to see who's got it worse than me. So it's like,
you feel better about your life.
I feel better. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, that's why I watch Oprah. You feel a bit better about yourself.
Jerry Springer.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. But yeah, I think so. And, you know, and that way, you know, you can get that confidence as well. But everyone feels that, you know, when they're trying to achieve something that nobody has ever done before. You think, you know, can I do it? And,
well, that's it.
And those types of things. But you've just got, when I got there, I thought, think it's funny, think it's, you know, like, because probably I was young and, you know, as well, but you have that, it's all to do with the attitude. You think, I never, like, you know, dived in the water and thought, I'm not going to make it. I always thought, yeah, I'm going to make it. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to make it.
Is that something you just repeated to yourself? Or is it some... See, this is a really good point you're bringing up here, because there seems to me that a lot of us live our lives with one foot in the water, going, well, I'm sort of in the water, I think I can do it, I can do it, but you don't actually absorb yourself, so as every single cell in your body is saying, I am doing it.
Yeah, and it was funny during the swim, because the Cuba swim took 39 hours. In the middle of it, when I was going through all that pain, I thought, it's kind of like, even though I was swimming and, you know, it's sport, I thought, this is survival. It's kind of like survival. Like, there were a lot of waves hitting the boat and, you know, things like that. My family not getting me out, but I just thought, it's kind of survival. If you're not, you know, going to die, then it's possible. Do you know what I mean? Like, all it is survival. No matter what, I always thought, no matter what, after, say, 40 or 50 hours, I'm going to have that milkshake. I'm going to be out eventually. So it's always over, the hard part. It's going to be over and you're going to relax.
Okay, so have you looked back on it and thought, you know, really looked back and thought, wow, what on earth kept me going? What on earth made me just keep plodding on and plodding on? Is that a question you've asked?
Yeah, I guess now, because it's been a few years since, you know, I've done those long swims, I look back and think, you know, there was so much planning, but it really is people around you for what I've had as well, because Mum had to get, you know, some, and like permission from the US Coast Guards to get through to
so
Cuba.
You feel guilty letting them down.
Yeah, that's right. So in a way I was very lucky to be just focusing on myself. But I think that's a start. You've got to just focus on yourself and never give up.
Susie, you can't do this. Susie, your legs are sore, your arms are sore. Susie, this is hurting. Or I'm not good enough. Do you acknowledge those thoughts? You do.
Oh, definitely. Like, I remember when, you know, when my hands would hit the, you know, the wire, you know, of the cage, and then I started getting, because I got stress fractures, like, from the swim, but, you know, I was in so much pain, and I was crying, and, you know, thought, I can't pull anymore, but then, you know, they say those dark hours where, you know, you think it can't get worse, and, you know, but then all of a sudden you just hang in there, and then, you know, the next hour it's okay, you're fine again. So it's really, as I said at the start, it's survival. If you survive, you're finished.
So is it because you know that through all of your hard training, you know that there is always a time when it is okay again?
Yes.
That's what gets it through.
Yeah, that's right.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So if we can just always remember that this too will pass.
Yes.
As they say.
Yeah, that's right. There's always going to be the hardest point. That's why no one else does it. Yeah. No one probably will do it because it's so hard and crazy. But then it's finished.
Yeah.
So yeah, as long as you can, you know, have that goal and, you know, don't try and push those negative thoughts away, you know, as they creep in, because they creep in all the time. Everyone's human. Yeah. And then don't let people put you down. Like, just don't talk to those people, and just continue.
So actually avoid the people who are going to say negative things about you.
Don't even go near people like that say negative things or say, oh no, that's too hard, because I had so many people say, you know, it's not possible, you know, you're going to have to sleep in the water and things like that, and then I thought to myself, but they haven't even done it, so, you know, so don't talk to people like that.
Okay. That is some fantastic advice. Thank you so much, Susie. And what are you doing these days?
Well, now that I have my daughter, but I'm still coaching a little bit of swimmers that want to do ocean swims, so yeah, can't get away from it.
Keep on going.
Staying positive.
Well, you won't be coaching me anytime soon. I think I'll stay out of the water.
Yeah, you're on the road.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Susie.
Thank you, my friend.
See you on the way around.